Welcome to Leadership Energetics. I'm excited. Really, really excited. Today's video is going to be very deep, specifically towards women in leadership and women alive in this earth at this time, in this moment. Okay, so here's the thing. Being a woman and being in a leadership position requires you to be assertive, requires you to be loud, requires you to be bold, requires you to take up space, and it requires you to step into your spirit, to say things how they are and be direct. And sometimes that is connoted and associated with being a bitch. But the truth is that you being a leader will require you to be who you are authentically. Now, I'm not telling you to be a bitch, but I am telling you to be real, be honest, be authentic, and speak with certainty, boldness, and take up a lot of space. Because ultimately, there are no rules. The only rules that there are the ones that we ourselves buy into. I'm going to repeat that again for the people in the back. The only rules that matter and actually affect our experience are the ones we buy into. So, there's a lot of people that say that the game is also a game of energy, but it's also everything comes back to the root of sales, marketing, which essentially is the things we buy into as beliefs, as that's just the way the world is, or that's just what it's like, or our expectations and our assumptions, they become our manifested reality. There's something called law of assumption. There's something called law of attraction. And if you know, great. You probably do if you're watching this video because you were into leadership. And if you don't, that's fine. You're going to learn of it here in this channel. But essentially, when it comes to the law of assumption and the law of attraction, it basically says that you attract the thoughts that you consistently think into your reality. Basically, the vibrations that you emit, which is your vibe, which is the expression of your emotion, which is your energy. So everything is a game of energy. As I say always on this channel, everything is literally a game of energy. This is the reality we live in. We live in a reality, like Nikola Tesla said. I love this quote. Think of reality as energy, frequencies, and vibrations, and everything will start to make more sense. And also, that's when you start to master manifestation. Because ultimately, manifestation is simply your consciousness experiencing your version and your perspective of reality through that which you expect and which you attract through your programming. Your programming is your basic belief and expectations of what reality is. So that means two people can say the exact same thing, right? The exact same words, and yet they will get a different response. They will say the same thing, but in the context of like strangers, and they'll get the same result. Different result, even though they're doing the same thing. Because what they're doing in that state is they have a different tone, tonality, a different intention, and a different expectation from their belief system, which is their coding and their programming. So that what they believe the world to be and what they believe themselves to be. And knowing this is where leadership gets really fun. It's like they say this, I'm really getting into BJJ, which is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and they say in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that when you're a white belt, you're going in and it's just like you're just like powering through and you're just trying to just make it through. And then when you get to like purple belt or blue belt, the game starts to actually get fun because you're you're playing with more advanced skills, and it just becomes much more like flow and much more like gamified. So that's basically what happens. The more that you advance, and you've already got a really basic level of leadership down if you're watching my videos. So the more that you advance, and especially with watching Leadership Energetics podcast, you will begin to play and gamify leadership. It will start to be this beautiful, fun experience that you get to have in life. Because ultimately, this is an energy game. And it's about learning to ride the vibrations, to be able to master your emotional intelligence. And your intelligence of your emotions is mastered through the more that you show up to feeling your emotions fully, the more that you show up to the presence of experiencing your sensations and learning from them. Because emotions at the core is simply energy and motion that stores informations. Basically, it's your subconscious mind, which is your body. Your body is your subconscious mind, communicating with you information that your conscious mind needs to know. Your subconscious mind stores everything you've experienced as memory in your body. The body keeps score. So your body expresses all its information through emotion, because that is the quickest way to keep you safe and to keep your body surviving, because that's the first instinctual intuitive reaction in life-threatening situations. Fight or flight, you need to act fast, automatic, right? So that's why we have our emotional responses. So your game of leadership is to be able to understand that's all it is. It's not something you should be scared of. Your emotions are informations. They are guidance. They're keeping you safe. They have information. So it's building that beautiful relationship with yourself and being able to have that understanding of what your subconscious mind, which also comes into your ancestral DNA knowledge, basically how they survived, that's communicating to you in your DNA, in your genes, your DNA in this body. How amazing. All of their wisdom that kept them alive is also keeping you alive, and it's being communicated through emotions, because that's how your subconscious mind communicates to you. Isn't that phenomenal? So that's the power of building your emotional intelligence, and you can start doing that right now. Like, sit with your emotions with some brown noise, white noise, whatever, pink noise, whatever color noise. Just something to get you not focusing on external noise, something to just tune out the external noise so you can focus within and feel the sensations in your body for 20 minutes, put a timer on, and just feel it as sensations. Don't try to change it. Don't try to heal it. Don't try to understand it. Just sit with it and allow it to be sensations moving through your body. And if the sensation doesn't move a lot, just let it be for 20 minutes and let it not move. Let it do what it wants to do. And you will be surprised. So much wisdom and so much epiphanies and breakthroughs will come from this experience. And if that doesn't, then there's definitely other practices like breath work, meditation in general, Tantra, so powerful for connecting with your intuition and your sensuality, which is so powerful to growing your psychic abilities. So powerful, especially in the game of leadership, which isn't a game really, because life isn't a game, but just for the sake of explaining the skills and seeing it through a perspective of joy and fun and seeing the lightness in leadership, let's call it gamify. So yeah, but your life is not a game. So I say this because I want you to take action. I want you to go out there, and I want you to take it seriously, and I want you to grow, and I want you to evolve, and I want you to expand, and I want you to simply just experience all that life has to offer, that you get to experience as your human being right now, because you'll never be this person again. You'll never have this life again. You'll never have this benefits and opportunities that you have right now in the circumstance of your life. So use it, milk it to its max. Even if it doesn't seem favorable, find the value in every situation, because that gives you an advantage for the next situation, because you're milking everything that it's worth. So that's gonna be our video for today. I will speak to you soon. Engage, because I actually want to engage with you and I want to get to know you and I want to connect with you. So comment your feedback, any video suggestions you may have. So also like and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will speak to you soon.